questions. We'll give you our opinions. Tell us your stories. We'll give you our opinions. Read us from your diary. We'll give you our opinions. It's in my homosexual opinion. IMHO. The podcast. Hi, everyone. Welcome to IMHO, the podcast. That's Darby over there.
Hey, guys. I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels. The P today stands for Pardon My Dust.
What happened to your dust?
You remember in Hello Dolly when she's like, oh, my
dust.
What's his name? What's her ex-husband's name?
Oh, Tom O'Neill?
No. It's something like Mavis.
Remember Billy Gilman?
Ephraim.
Oh, Nora. Rest in peace. How are you? You look different.
Thank you so much. No, Ephraim, remember Ephraim? He always says you got to spread, money's like manure. You got to spread it around to make the flowers grow or whatever.
Oh, I don't believe in musicals. Sorry, I'm a Christian.
Well, it's a movie. Barbara?
Movie musical.
Well, it's a movie.
A movie musical. I don't do musicals. Music is bad for
well, I don't believe
morality.
No, I agree with you there.
It's terrible for morality.
If you listen to music...
It makes all of us so horny.
Well, in church...
You ever listen to Star Spangled Banner?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
I've come twice. No, why are you dressed like this? Listeners,
I've held
people
my
who
silence.
are just listening, which by the way, thank you so much. It does help the podcast out when you listen to it.
Go ahead and
thank you
subscribe
so much.
if you would,
thank
if you want. If you don't, it's fine.
Leave a review. Alexis is dressed in all black.
Yeah.
She's wearing multiple black tulle things.
I'm in mourning.
For what? Why?
I have to be honest.
Did President Trump die? You have to tell me.
No. Apparently, he just gave a press conference.
Okay. Listen,
I don't believe in AI.
I don't mind him being dead if he's miserable, or him being alive if he's miserable. So the fact that he probably had a stroke and is shitting himself right now, keep him alive.
Do you know what I think about all the time? Is I think about when your twin brother was helping your horrible dad with his security or whatever, his Ring cameras.
Yes, Queen.
And he was saying, oh, I don't go to church anymore. I miss it. And then your brother said, what do you mean? You worship Donald Trump. And that's true. It's a cult and all these people worship him. What if he just dies? What's going to happen to them? I'm worried about their feelings and their beliefs.
I think when, not if, when
because guys,
DJT
he's mortal.
drops.
He's mortal.
When she drops, I think my dad would go very soon after.
Oh, like when a couple really loves each other.
The only reason he's alive, I told you this, that he said this, on his birthday this year where he turned 80.
Your father or
maybe
Donald
it was
J.
last
Trump?
year.
Or Daddy America?
Bad dad, my dad.
Your
my
dad,
yeah.
Okay.
One of his most recent birthdays, either 81 or 82, he said he just wants to live long enough to see Donald Trump's second term. All the way through. Yeah. So I think if Donald Trump died, I think my dad would kick it.
I feel like he's doing his second term right now, but he wants to see it.
He wants it all the way through. Or I guess in his mind, because I think if Trump said he's just going to be president forever, I think my dad would be stoked. So I don't want that to happen because I don't want my dad to think that he's going to live longer than 4 years, you know?
Yeah.
And we're already 1 year down. So I think if Trump dies, I think if my mother, his caretaker, died, he'd be fine. I think if Donald Trump died, my dad would immediately die, just instantly.
Yeah.
He'd hear about it and he'd go, I'm ready.
Well, there's been a death in my world recently, and that is why I'm in mourning. I'm ready to speak. It's been a couple of weeks, and just like that, I'm ready to say my piece.
Oh, okay.
I'll never forget the time we had together. You know, not every relationship is perfect. Not everybody can give you everything that you want, but they can give you everything that you need. And that's what I had with And Just Like That.
Did you need
especially
Che
towards
Diaz?
Please excuse me. Especially towards the end.
Mm.
Do you say especially or especially?
It's spelled E-S.
I know, but what do you say?
I say it correctly.
What's the one that's correct, though?
Especially.
Mm-hmm. Especially towards the end. Things weren't great. Things weren't even good, but I didn't want it to be over. I looked forward to every Friday morning when I would watch My Friends. Okay. Seema. Lisa Todd Wexley. Miranda, sort of. I feel like they
Miranda?
Yeah.
Miranda?
We saw a movie last night and there was a reference to them.
Oh my God, y'all. We saw. Oh, sorry. Keep going with your thoughts. So we can
sad.
talk about something else.
I don't think that it was a fair ending. I don't feel like it was an ending. And I love poop. Okay, spoiler alert. I love poop humor, but it wasn't what was needed for the series finale.
I'm cutting out the I love poop humor and I'm just stopping it at you saying I love poop. Go ahead.
That's fine. That's fine.
Sure.
You don't end the legacy. Let's talk about this. Would HBO be HBO without Sex and the City?
Yes.
I don't think it would.
Okay.
HBO was just movies before Sex and the City.
Right.
And The Sopranos. Those
Sure.
two.
Well, I don't think anyone
Those two
is,
brought them into the
I don't think
prime
anyone's
time.
denying the Sex in the City. I think everyone's denying the need for, and just like
You
that.
do not throw the old people out when they get too old and senile.
Well, they walked out.
You are supposed to
They walked out.
No, they didn't.
They quit the show. The show ended.
The show, here's what I think. Here's what I
Okay.
think, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm just intuitive. I think that the powers that be at HBO were seeing all the hate online, and guess what? People loved hating that show. They loved to hate it. Darby never saw a single moment,
No, I
and
didn't.
she hated it more than any of us.
I hated it so much.
And listen, people loved to hate watch it, but we didn't want it to be, just because we say something is the worst piece of shit that we've ever seen doesn't mean we don't want to see it, okay? And it doesn't mean we want to see actual pieces of shit.
Wait, and the finale ended with actual poop?
Logs.
Wow. Healthy poop.
Logs.
All right, Colin Broom.
It was
Use
like-
code IMHO at checkout.
It was like that one scene in Final Fantasy. Just logs all over the highway, all over this bathroom, and Miranda gets down on her knees to scrub the floor.
Okay. Yeah,
It wasn't. I think what happened
Yeah.
was they thought that would be a cheeky way to end the season. They got
Cheeky.
word that they
Poop.
were not
Funny.
coming back.
Okay.
And it's too late now. It's
Sure.
too late now.
Right.
Give them one more season, you
What?
cowards.
You want another season? You said it wasn't even good. You said it wasn't great. In fact, it wasn't even good.
But I wanted it. But it was
For what?
mine.
So you're addicted, is what you're saying.
No.
Okay, 12 step.
No.
We're starting a 12 step. She's
Yeah.
going to recover from it just like
12
that.
seasons.
No, that actually is worse.
So
Okay.
12.
That's like when I went into 12 step for sex addiction, if I had said I'm ready to start 12 step and then I said bring me 12 cocks right now.
You know how in movies and TV shows they have donuts and coffee at 12 step? Do they have that for sex?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, not always. It is up to the meeting. Like the more popular meetings, there's a Wednesday night meeting in Chicago in Wrigleyville at this. They're always at churches. I don't know why. We were all fucking. We weren't in church. You understand?
Oh my
Why am I going to church
God.
suddenly to be better? Like, sorry, this just making me horny. Anyway, but yeah, it depends. Like but the more popular meetings, hell yeah, sister.
Cool.
We even were very lucky that this one baker, she ruined her entire business because she was so horny all the time. She was just fucking instead of baking. So she used to make stuff.
Too much glaze.
But then she'd cry a lot. So it was very salty.
Oh, Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
I'm sad. Bring it back. Bring some form back. I heard there's a tale of just Carrie doing her own thing. Yes. Yes, we want it. And another thing. You know what? You fucking bitches. You fucking bitches going online, spouting your hate on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, goddamn you. Just because you don't like a show doesn't mean a show is bad. And when you're putting that out into the world and the big wigs, the suits that are running everything, they're seeing that shit and they're getting actually scared. You cost me the Veronica Mars reboot. You're costing me. If you don't like something, change the goddamn channel.
I have a quick question.
Can we let that live in the air, please? Because I was really empowered.
Absolutely,
I felt
absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
like, you know what? I'm just going to take it back.
Yeah.
Is that
absolutely.
okay?
Yeah, 100%.
If you don't like something, change the goddamn channel. Don't ruin it for the rest of us. Okay, that's good.
Okay, so quick question.
I'm sorry to God if you're real.
You said he's not. She might be. You said that just because you don't like a TV show doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
But you started this conversation by saying that TV show wasn't
You
good.
know what? You don't need to. You normally don't
You're right.
listen to the words that I say. And if you could actually, the one time I don't need you to.
Well, I want you to know that I was trying to give you respect. You
Yeah.
said you were finally ready to talk about it, even though you've talked about it everything we filmed in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. We can fact
This
check
started at, the counter was at minute 4 and we're almost at minute 12. So I was just trying to let you have your moment, which required me to listen.
Yeah.
And I just found a couple discrepancies and I just want to bring them to your attention. But if you're not ready to have that conversation, don't worry. We will absolutely be talking about it just like that for the next 10 times we film.
No, I'm ready to put it to bed. I'm mourning.
Are you?
I just needed to say my final piece.
Listen, I'm sorry that happened to you. I really am.
Yeah.
I know that you love Sex and the City so much. I know you wanted so much better for it. I feel the same way with Dexter.
Well, oh my gosh, let's talk about Dexter. Can I say one final thing before we move on? Because I honestly do think
I asked you if you were done.
Can I this is my platform. This is the only place I can go to speak on such things. I do think, because you did love the original recipe Sex and the City.
Yes, of course.
I propose that the reason that magic worked so well is because you had a gay voice filtered through these cosmopolitan, beautiful ladies that looked incredible and wore fancy clothes. And that magic, being the first time we've seen that on TV, really worked. But I think the gay voice, the writing, didn't move on with the rest of gay culture. And now it just didn't work. And so I think that's one of the reasons that And Just Like That kind of fell flat.
I agree with you because I've gone back. Sometimes I will just randomly throw Sex and the City on.
It's fabulous, like ambiance.
Yeah, because you'll suddenly come in and you'll suddenly remember the storyline. It's like, oh, I forgot about that. That's so fun.
And the outfits are always
However, the characters in today's lens are horrible, are awful people. Not good people.
They're
Can we say
complex
that?
individuals.
There you go. And I think when it first came out, they were our heroes. They were clearly the protagonists.
Yeah.
And I just don't think Sex and the City, if it came out today and it were written, I don't think it could have been the hit that it was.
That supports my theory that it's like it hasn't moved on with the times, and there was a way to come back and revisit.
They didn't know
these
how
girls.
to do it woke.
Well,
it woke.
Sure,
You
but
heard of
also
that?
just in general,
Woke.
it's the whole storylines thing, the whole Lisa Todd Wexley in her father dying in 2 different seasons of this current installation.
That's really funny.
It's funny. It's just like
kind of like my dad.
It's also just complete disregard
he's dead, just for
and
my own
not.
thing.
It's Austin. Should I answer?
You're going to anyway. I don't know why you asked.
Hi, Austin. You're live on the podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
I just called to complain.
What do you want to complain about?
Those flights, they're just carry-on bags, our suitcases, so I didn't need to buy those I didn't need to check them bags.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I can check both of mine and have a free hand to hold. We can hold your cock. We can hold hands. Don't say cock.
He can't hear me.
Well, baby, I'm sorry. Well, we'll figure it out, and maybe they'll give you a refund at the gate tomorrow.
I called and they said no refund over the phone, but maybe I can be charming.
No, they won't.
You can be charming. All right, I love you. I'm in a podcast, okay?
I have fun. Tell Johnny I say,
I'm so sorry about that.
You're not.
I love him.
I do too.
But Daddy, I love him.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about yesterday?
Can we be done with And Just Like That?
Yeah.
And move. Okay. Thank you so much. I'll edit all that out.
Thank you for talking about it with me, because I
genuinely was happy for you that it was coming back. I knew it meant so much to you.
Yeah.
I found it frustrating that you didn't seem to enjoy it either. But you were so desperate to have it happen.
Well,
but
when a movie is, first of all, good, bad, it's all subjective. There are technically good things and technically bad things, and like writing good and bad and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But when you just love something so much that it doesn't matter that it's terrible, like any 80s movies that you love, or like a lot of episodes of Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah, but
I'm assuming,
babe, what I think is different here, you can go back and enjoy Sex and the City the same way I can go back and enjoy Murder, She Wrote, or anything else.
Yeah.
But if they were to reboot it with the corpse of Angela Lansbury and she was trying to solve crimes that weren't woke, I don't think I'd enjoy watching that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying that like I'm better than you, even though that's how I said it. That's not what I meant. It's what you heard.
Listen,
anyway, I'm happy that you have complicated feelings because I think it shows that you're alive. How exciting.
I found a TikTok account of a woman folding paper, like folding envelopes. Like, here's how Marie Antoinette folded letters.
Okay.
And it made me feel
I'm gonna sit in the driver's seat for a little bit now that we've had almost 20 minutes of this.
How are you?
Good. I just want to say, Alexis P. Burbles, Yesterday, at time of filming, yesterday was my husband Curtis's birthday.
Happy birthday
To you.
Happy birthday
To you.
Happy birthday
Dear Curtis.
Happy birthday to you.
I wish he listened to this. No, we had his birthday yesterday, and we didn't actually get to sing happy birthday to him because Austin was taking a shit because we had Thai food.
Yeah.
And I had cake, and I'd lit all the candles, but they were burning a lot faster than I thought.
I went for aesthetic
That's my fault.
candles.
That's my
No, that
fault.
was my fault because
No,
I
not
went
at
for
all.
aesthetic candles and they burned
I
really quickly.
didn't give Austin enough time to finish his business.
He didn't
and I
mind.
just started screaming happy birthday while he was actively shitting.
didn't
That's
mind.
stressful.
He didn't
That's
mind.
stressful. So I'm glad Curtis got a full song. No, yesterday was Curtis's birthday and my oldest nephew Maxim's birthday. Happy birthday
Oh
to
my
both.
God. His name is Maxim?
Maxim.
Cool.
You knew that.
I knew about
You've known
Max.
that for about
I didn't know about the
15
other two
years.
letters.
Yes, you did. We've had this conversation a lot.
Cool.
Listeners, if you know why his name is Maxim, leave it in the comments below. Anyway, Curtis and I had a gorgeous day. He's been wearing Darby's silver chain necklaces, like the plastic shitty things that I have. He'll take them and then like whatever the feminine like clasp or whatever that's like makes it really draggy, he just puts it at the back of his shirt. So he goes out wearing very clearly costume jewelry. So I took him to the jeweler. Okay, and I bought him a silver chain. Now, it was very heavily on sale because it's Labor Day, so I
Did you go
didn't
to
spend
Jared?
a lot. No, I went to his cousin Macy.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Macy.
I did. I went to Macy.
I
And I bought him a couple. Listen, I didn't grow up as a department store kid. I didn't like that there were so many options. I felt like it was overwhelming.
Oh, yeah.
But that Macy's in the Sherman Oaks Mall, it does something for me. I fucking love it.
I loved going to department stores when I was little, and I
Why?
loved running around.
Oh,
it was
sure.
a playground.
Sure.
You could in the circular racks,
Sure.
hiding in there.
There's always, if you go to the Sherman Oaks Macy's, go to the Hugo Boss section. There will always be at least two Armenian men, not together. They just happen to be there at the same time. And I find great joy in that consistency.
Should I start calling you boss?
Yeah, I think it's weird you haven't.
Okay.
What should I call you? Sub? Anyway, and then Curtis loves silly, dumb humor, right? That's why I married him. And his cog. So we went to see Naked Gun, the new Naked Gun with Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson. And Alexis and Austin came.
Yes.
I gotta say, I had a wonderful time.
It was
I
so
laughed.
fun.
I laughed and laughed. I
You-
fucking love the Naked Gun movies.
Yeah.
And y'all, Austin has never seen a Naked Gun. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have a movie night
We'll
where
have a movie.
we make him watch.
Yeah. You love Airplane. You love those
do.
movies where every single line is
It's a
three
joke.
jokes.
That's why I love 30 Rock so
Yes,
much. It's
yeah.
like watching Naked Gun in a much smaller sense. It is a bummer that Alec Baldwin has continued to be the person he is, but
Wait,
I can separate
okay.
the art from the artist.
For sure, in that respect.
Yeah.
Wait, that is trending is what's old is new again and updated. So how did you feel revisiting the Naked Gun world?
I had a wonderful time. Listen, if you go in with the intent that you're just there to have fun and giggle with Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson, you're going to
has
have a blast.
Never looked better, by the
She
way.
looks
She looks
gorgeous.
absolutely stunning in this film.
The first half of that movie is laugh out loud funny, mile a minute, like fast. It did kind of fall off for me towards the end.
Yeah.
However, I had so much fun. Would recommend, highly recommend.
I did too.
But yeah, and then we went to dinner. We had
We
Thai
went to
food,
dinner. We had Thai food.
which was great and did make Austin shit big time.
Oh,
Huge.
have no doubts about it. I shit when I got home.
Oh my God, I shit this morning. Anyway, yeah, so we ate. It was, I don't know, it was really fun. But the best part of the night was we got home. We had picked up Austin and Alexis. So we were bringing them back to our house for, the bukkake. And y'all came in and we were having cake and eating it too. And we were watching Tag. There's a thing called World Tag. It's a sport. And you just watch guys play tag. It's so fun.
So we sat down. You were getting the cake already.
Austin was
shitting. Pooping.
And Curtis just...
And I go, Curtis, it's your birthday. Put on your favorite thing to watch on YouTube. And he goes, oh, Darby's been watching this lately. And he puts on Tag. And I thought, This is incredible.
It was so fun.
It's so fun.
And it's like 20-second rounds, okay? They don't last long.
So a whole match is like 12 minutes.
And like some of them are hot and some of them aren't, and that's kind of fun.
But they're all agile. That's a sport. It's like soccer or like swimming. Everyone's secretly ripped under those baggy shirts.
Right. And I love that. Listen, I love a nerd with a body that he has no business having.
Every hottie with a body needs a cutie with a booty.
Well, I don't have a booty, but I do have a crack.
Well, speaking
the
of
best part, the best part of all of it was Curtis. He's the sweetest boy, and he gets so excited about the minutia of everything. Like he really revels in telling very detailed stories about things that perhaps are like a little mundane, but he does it with such like excitement to tell you that it's really fun to see and it's really fun to watch. The fact that you and Austin were so like, y'all were just really sweet to like let him, because he's going around, he's showing you things around the house like you've never been to our house before.
Aww.
I just watching him come to life like that. And then as soon as y'all left, he was just like, this was one of my favorite birthdays. Thank you so much. I had a great birthday.
Aww.
I just thank you so much for being there.
And then you had to do him.
Yeah, I did stuff to his wiener for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, mouth, hands.
No, we had so much fun. And Austin's like that too. Like all three of us, I think, live talking about the movies like right after we see them.
I didn't.
And like telling our, yeah, that's not.
It's not for me,
That's
but
not
I
for
like
you,
that.
but we like that.
I
doing
like that.
So
I
that
like
was
that.
fun. And Curtis is so great, and he deals with so much from me.
And me.
I wasn't going to say that, but you did.
No, it's true. I'm a lot.
And he hasn't dealt much with Austin yet, but he will.
Austin's the best.
Austin's so sweet.
Austin's easy. And listen.
Yeah, he is. I can say that.
Okay. I'm a big fan of Austin. And I'm
Thank
available to
you.
Austin if he ever needs to talk. If he ever gets really frustrated with you, tell him to call me and then I'll say some horrible things.
I think I would spiral bad.
I would
if
never say
you
anything
two,
negative
if you two
about
teamed
you
up against
to
me.
your
I think I would.
boyfriend.
I think I would.
I would say that
fuck off and die.
I've only said negative things about you to, our dentist office.
Well, and Curtis.
But they started it. No, Curtis is a very sweet mediator. If I need to complain, even if I'm being crazy boots, okay? And women are allowed to be crazy. You can't call us that. If I am, perhaps I put on one of my crazy boots.
Speaking of crazy boot. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go. What?
No, you were in the middle of a sentence, I realized.
Speaking of crazy boots, so I put them on. I have no idea what we're talking about.
I don't know, but I found a boots online that I'm going to be coveting until I can afford them. But I won't afford them until I pay off people that I owe money to.
There you go. I love that.
I just wanted to tell you that I
that.
found something to fantasize about.
That's great. Fantasy's so important.
I've also been fantasizing. Okay, this is stupid. And don't for a second think I'll ever get one.
Okay.
I will never get one until I've paid off all my debt. And even then, I think I'd wait for like, if I ever were to get married, maybe it's like a first anniversary gift or like a wedding gift. I have this silk scarf that my friend Sam gave me. It was her grandma's. Tootie, I think we called her.
She gave you
Tootsie.
a dead grandma scarf?
The grandma was alive still. She just didn't want it. So she gave it to me.
She gave you her grandma's trash. I apologize. Keep going.
It wasn't trash. Anyway, I love it, and I wrap my hair in it sometimes when I'm doing my curlers or whatever. So I'm like, God, I love silk scarves, and anytime I see one at a thrift store, I'm like, this one's not silk. It's not the same. I don't like it. I want an Hermes silk scarf, 90 by 90 inch.
How much is that?
They go for like upward, almost 1,000, but like 700. I'll never buy one.
What would you do with it?
Well, those ones you can wear like a shawl. You can wear it almost as a top. You could tie them together and have a full muumuu.
Okay. So you want to tie together $1,000 scarves to make a muumuu?
I hadn't thought of that, but I would.
Okay, great. Now, before we get into our advice questions, because I know we need to save your lives.
Oh, yeah.
And
we actually
will.
have some questions. I'm excited.
Thank you for sending those in. I do just want to take a quick moment and update y'all on where we are in the world. At time of filming, we're in the same room.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, Alexis P. Burvels is going to New York.
I'm going to New York for a wedding.
And then in a couple days, I'm going to San Francisco.
For Fat Slut.
For Fat Slut. So...
At the Oasis.
At the Oasis. Everyone come see me. All that to say, we have spent... you probably have noticed, we have spent the last few weeks preparing for what is going to be a very busy end of our year. And we got through a huge week last week. And now we're going into travel. So what I have done in the past with IMHO is whenever she's out of town for a little bit, or even when if I'm out of town, I try to like make sure we can get some episodes recorded somewhere. And then I'm I'm editing on the airplane like a creep. People only use their computers on airplanes like just because they want to be noticed. I don't think anyone has to do that spreadsheet right then and there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're taking the rest of the week off.
Yeah, Darby,
Sorry.
you need to take the rest of the week
I've
off.
never done it before ahead of time. I'm always apologizing later. But a couple weeks ago, I got a little overwhelmed, and then we did our full week, and now we're heading out of town. And when we get back, we are going to announce our fall tour schedule. So that's another thing. I say we're taking the week off.
The dates are
I'm going to be
booked.
working on the tour the whole time, but
The dates are booked.
the dates are booked. So as far as IMHO the show goes,
It's going to happen.
but thank you so much. I need it.
Yeah, you need a break.
I don't know why I have such a hard time. It's my sense of importance. Everyone depends on me all the time, and if I need a break, it shows weakness. And
Oh, honey,
blah, blah,
that's
blah.
not true at all.
No, I know, but it's just it's really hard for me to say like I need time away. You know?
Do you want me to say it for you?
Yeah, please.
Okay, can I get into this camera? Okay. My friend needs a break. She's going to take one. And if you have a problem with that, you can send your thoughts to imhothepodcast@gmail.com because she doesn't have access to that email account.
Yeah, I'll never see it.
All right? And I barely check it.
Yeah, she'll never read it. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Can I have this camera right here, Annie? Thank you so much. Okay, this camera. My best friend needs a break. Okay? She has been dating this guy for like a year. And what does she have to show for it? She's happy. She feels loved for the first time in her entire life. She feels totally herself. It's exhausting. So she needs time to go away to a wedding to, what do you do at weddings? To fuck her boyfriend in upstate New York. Okay? And she's going to take that break.
Can I have this camera? Can I have this camera, Annie? I actually am in the middle of, I leave tomorrow morning
At time of filming.
at 7 a.m. at time of filming.
Well, you have to be at the airport at 4.
I have to be at the airport
Because I'm
closer to
dropping her
5.
off. I'm
closer
dropping
to
her off.
5. And
I'm
she's
gonna be up in
agreed.
the middle
My
of the
best
night.
friend has
I'm gonna be
agreed
up
to
in the
drop
middle of
me
the
off,
night.
even though I didn't ask her, but I did that thing where I said, I'm not going to ask you to drive me to the airport.
And
then
you know what
she
I'm
said
gonna do?
she would.
I'm just going to stay up.
I think
and
I'm going to stay
I
up.
don't do well.
I think I'm going to stay up too because
I just wanna
but
see
then
if
you're going to
I-
have your break
I just want to see if I fall asleep.
if you still got it.
No, I just want to see if I fall asleep, what happens, you know?
Do you have well, you can set an alarm.
Remember when we were in the super the other day and the car stopped us because I was about to hit a semi?
Yeah.
Anyway, so thank
anyway,
you
the
everyone
point
for your
is
patience. And then we'll be back and we will announce the tour dates and we'll be happy and we'll
You can see us live.
rested.
You can see us
And
live.
we'll be rested.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Should we get into these questions?
I would love that.
Okay. I have really funny ones.
Do you think with you going to New York and me going to San Francisco, do you think it'll make us miss each other?
I think we will.
I feel like we'll talk on the phone more.
Yeah. Remember when we talked on the phone the other day? That was so
No.
fun. I called
Did we?
you. Yeah.
Did I answer?
Yeah.
Oh, was I drunk?
No. All right. This one's a shorty. I'm sorry,
Short
you
king.
guys. Scare.
Scare.
Jump scare. I don't know why I can't see. They're just sunglasses. Okay. This is from Carmine.
Carmine. God damn it.
Camp Darby.
Oh.
There's a U.S. military base called Camp Darby close to where I live, and it makes me LOL. Look,
That's crazy. Where is it?
close to where they live.
Thank you. Was that it?
That was it.
Carmine, thank you for letting me know. Listen, I would love to dress up in like a little camo and be like, I'm Darby from
True
Camp
Beverly
Darby. But that is
Hills.
absolutely stolen valor and I won't do that. However, I love stolen valor videos. If you have a moment, just take a moment, go on TikTok, YouTube. Honestly, you'll see the best videos on X, but you'll also see a lot of like horrible things. So don't go to X, but like if you're already there, look up stolen valor because people will dress up like soldiers and then they'll go to Walmart and they'll buy stuff and they're dressed like soldier. And then a real soldier will like look at their uniform and be like, that's not real. That's stolen valor. And so what they do is they get their phones, they hold it like right in front of the person's face, and they're like, oh, where'd you serve? And what was it, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, exactly. Run away. Stolen valor. Stolen valor. And I gotta say, don't steal their valor. That's so fucked up. But the idea that I would be in Walmart, well, ugh, I don't like that. But the idea that I'd be in a store and I just hear a man screaming stolen valor, and I see another man in a Halloween costume dressed up like a soldier. Funny.
So funny.
Sorry.
If you have any stolen valor
funny.
stories, please send them into IMHOthePodcast@gmail.com.
I told that to my brother-in-law who did serve in the military, and he did not agree with me.
Well, all right. Dear Alexis and Darby.
Oh, that's so nice.
I love going to the movies, but it feels like every time I do, someone decides it's the perfect place for a full volume conversation. Not even a whisper, just talking like they're at a brunch. My question for you two intellectual powerhouses is, how do I shut these people up without getting beat up in the parking lot? Should I try a subtle look? A dramatic cough? Please advise before I end up starring in my own true crime documentary called Murder at the Matinee. Yours in frustration, J.S. from Vienna.
Vienna. Love your sausages, first of all. Thank you for all you do.
Hell yeah.
I would say violence.
You can't
And
stop.
violence that's so scary, they won't even approach you in the parking lot. Maybe they can't. Maybe you broke their arms.
I say you can't get anyone else to stop talking, but what you can do is start going to the theater during the daytime. And now all theaters have like pick your seat, right? So you just look and you make sure that like no one's sitting where you're going to sit, and then just go during off-peak times. But if someone is talking, just get up and move.
Okay, I have the opposite.
But I always sit in the back.
I would say something. See something, say something. Because
She will see something, say something. I'm trans. I feel scared to do that. What do you say? Should we do it and I'll pretend, and we'll pretend like this is theater, and we'll pretend like we're watching Naked Gun, and I'll be talking, and then you'll say what you're going to say.
You honestly haven't stopped talking for the last 39 minutes, so I think it's perfect.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
Talk more about it just like that.
Naked Gun. Wait, where's Leslie Nielsen? I thought this was Leslie Nielsen. You know, I saw him.
Excuse me.
What? What?
I have a question I need to ask.
The movie's going.
And I don't know if this is okay to say or not.
Why are you talking like that?
But are you a girl? I'm just kidding.
Annie, don't laugh at that.
That would be, listen, if you're really transphobic, they will never talk again. But if they're not trans, here's what you do. No, I mean, listen, you have to say something, because if you're hearing it, everyone else is hearing it, and no one wants to speak up. Don't get into a fight. But if it's like that loud and you're like, hey, I paid a lot to see this movie. Can y'all shut up? If they don't, bitch, tell a manager. You puff up the back of your hair because you want the back of your hair to be really high for some reason. And then you go, I need to speak to a manager. These children are talking in the movie theater. I know it's a children's movie. I enjoy whimsy. I'd like them removed. And then they usually do it.
That's fun.
Thanks. Well, I'm also very persuasive because I always carry weapons.
Have you seen Weapons yet?
No, there were two people talking and it made me really upset, so I just left.
Just carry around a flashlight and a worker vest and pretend like you work there. Then leave, put on the vest, get the flashlight, walk back up and shine the light in their faces and say,
Get the fuck
"Are you
out."
two fuckers talking?"
Yeah. Ooh, bring a flashlight and a vest everywhere
Yeah.
you go. Everywhere you go. If you're wearing a vest and you're holding a flashlight, I will never ask a single question. You are in charge.
If you're wearing a vest and holding a flashlight, don't run into me at night in an alleyway.
Also, you could just turn your flashlight on and record them on video and put it on TikTok.
Or
I don't want people's lives destroyed over little insignificant things, but talking in a movie, they deserve to lose their job.
or you could if you can't beat them, join them. Turn around and
Be like,
say,
what are we talking about, girls?
"What are you talking about?" "Oh, this is a private conversation." "No, it's not, bitch. I can hear you."
Yeah, and then you say, my dad was a real bad guy. That's usually what I say. And then we all start crying. Can I read the next one?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks. Oh my God. Oh, the subject line is gorgeous. How do I tell my friend that I think she shouldn't get married?
Dun, dun, dun.
Listen, I saw a TikTok a year or two ago. I don't know. What is time? Time's a construct. So is gender. And this TikTok said not to use the word should because should carries a shame connotation. So instead say could or would.
Is that where
could or would.
Is that where the word should comes from? Shame could?
Shame could. I'm not a doctor of language, but I have read 2 books in my entire life. So I would say yes. All right. Hey. Sorry, there's a lot of whys. That wasn't me having a stroke like our president. Repeat offender, but this time I would like to remain anonymous. There's no way that the person I'm talking about watches your show, but you never know.
Rude.
This is a long one, gals, so buckle up. Anyway, my friend, I'll call her Lacey. Oh my God. I worked at this day camp when I was in college for kids with disabilities. And there was a girl named Lacey, and she refused to walk anywhere because she had determined rolling like a column was faster. And so all day, if you needed Lacey for anything, you'd have to call her. Usually I would have to call her because she was super horny for me. And so I'd be like, Lacey, come on over. And then you just see this little girl rolling her body across the floor. There was no surface Lacey couldn't roll.
I'm on her side.
Listen, she made it work. She was so mean to all the girls. And she was so nice to me. And that brought me a lot of joy. I needed that in that time.
Yeah, I'm on her side.
Anyway, so this Lacey got engaged to this guy who I will call Isaiah. It was their 1-year anniversary, but they had been talking about it for a while already. To me, this seems fast, but my partner and I were together for 10 years before we got married. So what do I know? The problem is no one seems to like this guy, including Lacey most of the time. He's made some very offhanded comments, like saying, I don't vote, but if I did, I would probably be a Trump supporter. Jesus Christ. Or telling Lacey she needs to be back home before dark. Well, she could be a bad driver in the dark. You never know. I could go on for days with the things he said. Isaiah is ex-military, stolen valor. Lacey's mom is very, very ready for this wedding and wanted them to get married like a month after they got engaged. All that to say, I try to be supportive if this is what Lacey wants, but frankly, I think Isaiah is at the very, very least a misogynist, and she only really ever complains about him. She's like 23 and is afraid she's running out of time to have kids, which number 1, gross, and number 2, she's literally not. I feel like she's settling because she wants kids and her family pushes her and she doesn't know how to break it off. I try to be nice to him, but when he says something that I read as even a little bit problematic, I do call it out. Because of this, they have not been coming around our normal friend group as much. But I don't really want someone there that makes gross jokes like he does anyway. I don't want to lose my friendship with Lacey, but I don't want to be around Isaiah and I don't think they should get married. Should I be direct and talk to her? Do I play along and be as nice as I can? She clearly knows my opinion on him based on how I interact with him. What do I do? Signed, I might be the mean girl, but I have good intentions. Wow. All right, Meanie. Do you mind if I respond to this first? Thank you so much. Listen, she's 23. I do think as her friend, it is important for you to tell her how you feel and why you feel that way, while also making it abundantly clear that you love her so much. And if this is what she wants, you will absolutely support her in it. But this is my honest feeling. And then once that conversation is over, most likely she's going to say, I'm still going to marry him. You got to make that decision that you're okay with that and just go with it. Because ultimately, especially for families in on it too, you got to kind of wash your hands of it. Again, it may be the wrong choice, but Lacey is making that choice. And all you'll do is create a bigger rift between the two of you if once you have told her, and I do think it's important to actually use words and not just, she knows based on how I treat him, because she might not. But for sure, let her know once, have that conversation. Before going into the conversation, just know that it may not end the way you want it to. Mm-hmm. And that when it does end that way, you have to be okay with it.
I completely agree with what my friend Darby has said.
Thank you.
You have to manage your expectations and know that if you do decide to have this conversation, it's likely that it won't go your way, but it's also likely that this would mean, well, I'm not coming to the wedding. Mm-hmm. I'm not really going to see much of Lacey anymore. She will just be someone I wish well and I think of often.
And that might be where you end up one day. It doesn't, through this email, it doesn't sound like that's where you are yet.
Have you ever had a friend that was dating someone that you didn't like?
Yes.
Did you tell them? Oh, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I did.
Yeah, you
Multiple
did.
times.
Yeah.
But I also showed you grace, did I not?
Absolutely. Absolutely you did. Yeah.
Because I had to make peace with the fact that she was dating a dum-dum.
Well, we weren't engaged or serious by any means.
But just the fact that I had to talk to them ever, that was a bummer
That
for
was
me
tough.
personally.
You didn't like that,
I didn't like that at all.
Which is why I'm so grateful Austin's chill, because
love
he's so
him.
easy to get along with.
Get around. We can work around him.
Yeah, if I like what Darby said. You have to invite her out for drinks. You have to say, I'm gonna tell you some things. They're gonna be really tough to hear. Just know that it is all 100% out of love, and just stick to the facts. Don't try and convince her. You're not going to.
Don't look into the future.
Right. But just stick to the facts and say, when he says these things, when he said this specific thing the other night, I could feel you cringing. Is that what you want? Also, you're 23. You literally you're in the middle of your birthing viability.
You're so young.
You're so young.
But I get it. I mean, when you're young, especially if you have family pressure.
Or you don't even have to mention him. You could just say, you need to make sure that you are making these decisions.
I would mention him
for you. Well, if you don't want to, if you want to kind of keep riding the fence, the friendship fence, the friends.
I worry if you don't, it'll cause resentment.
Oh, for sure. But if you decide not to, you should say, you've got to be 100% sure that you're making this decision
by yourself
and not being influenced by your parents or his parents or anyone else. Are you 1,000% sure? Because if you're not, you got me. I'm going to ride or die with you, Lacey.
I think it's really important not only your own expectations, but setting the expectations for the conversation for Lacey, in that it might be a difficult conversation, but before I even broach it with you, I'm having this difficult conversation with you because I love you and you mean that much to me. And no matter what you decide, it is your decision. At the end of the conversation, I will support you 100%. I just want you to hear me out. And I love you. Really set her up to know that she's in a safe space to hear it.
For sure.
Because otherwise she'll just roll away. That's what Lacey does. Also,
I'm envisioning tires. We could make tires or hoverboards that you wear around your bodice. One up here by your chest and one down there by your knee, above your knees, your thighs. And you could just roll. You could be facing up looking at the sky. You could roll. This is an incredible invention. Okay, no one take this invention.
I don't think anyone will. It's so funny. It's not funny. It's sad. One thing that I was just talking to my brother about a couple days ago that I ended up okay, this is a safe space.
You're safe with me,
Crying.
Annie?
It made me cry.
Oh,
Annie just did thumbs up when I said cry. So you like when I cry? Is that it? Wow. Now she's thumbs down, so she doesn't like me anymore. Anyway, my brother and I have a podcast called Twinuendo. Thank you. Every Tuesday. What's today?
It's out weekly.
It's out today. We were talking about James Dobson on the most recent episode, and focus on the family and James Dobson. Our entire childhood was that. Our parents spanked us by his rules, which were basically beat them until they cried genuinely. That was his rule. Him dying and then Grant and I talking through everything was really tough. Really unpacking all of that stuff. Neither of us had ever really thought about the fact that we were hit so often, spanking, quote unquote. So then we start talking more and more about our parents and why we think they did what they did. For Dad, it's really easy. It's oh, well, he's a monster already, and James Dobson in the church is telling him to hit his kids. So he viewed it as a very positive thing. He's a good dad and he's a strong dad and, all that bullshit. And then I made an excuse for my mom and I was well, but my mom wasn't like that. No, she didn't spank me because of social collateral or, whatever it was. But then Grant and I start really unpacking. I'm sorry, this is really long. I apologize. But then Grant and I start really unpacking it. And even though my father says out loud all the Trump MAGA stuff, even though Mom doesn't also say it out loud, she doesn't say anything. And if your friend is engaged to a would-be Trump supporter if he voted, which fucking insane thing to say out loud in 2025, is that a friendship you want to continue? Because I would argue my feelings, at least, about my mother are way more complicated than my feelings about my dad, because my dad is very clearly showing me who he is, whereas my mom is kind of sneaking around. And Grant said, I can't say for sure that mom doesn't believe everything dad's saying. She just doesn't say it out loud. And I feel like that would be something I'd want to address with my friend. You know that his words hurt people. And do you want to marry someone who can so easily hurt someone and not seem to care? And you know it'll only get worse. Sorry, I feel like that was everywhere. I apologize.
No, that tracked. It tracked. It's good to have these hard conversations. Anyone can be friends when everything's all good and puppies, dogs, and lollipops and rainbows. But when you have hard conversations, that's when you know, like, okay, this is a friend.
I gotta be honest though, girly, like we're not 23, but in our current day and age, could you be friends with someone who was engaged to a Trump supporter? I would be like, wait, what is happening to your morals?
Not now, no.
Yeah,
because
I would
it's
have a really
like
hard time.
It's like
Life or death.
I can have pleasant conversation with a conservative person, but I can never not know that racism,
doesn't
harmful hate, it wasn't
a deal breaker.
That's not the line for you. There's no line for you. So even if you're like a good person, like I'll never forget, before Trump won the first time, I went out with a cousin who I hadn't talked to.
On a date?
No. It did feel like a date though, because we went to Italy.
Oh, that's
he was
so
in town
romantic.
for one night, and we went to
so
Italy.
Romantic.
And I wasn't sure if he was going to pay or not till the very
and
end.
a restaurant,
but
if you do it right.
but I didn't have any money, so I was just hoping he would offer to pay.
Well, it was a date. He should.
He and his wife. He's the one who married the dentist, and my tooth fell out in the cheese cube during their wedding.
Sure.
And I thought, get the bride, but it was my temporary crown. It was fine.
Everyone calm down.
So we went to Italy, and it came up because it was the topic of conversation. He's
Sure.
like, yeah, I mean, I'll probably vote for Trump. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay,
Bye.
you're paying for this.
Yeah, of course.
And he did. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. That sucks. It sucks to have issues with your friends, but hey, how about this? If you have this conversation and it doesn't go your way and Lacey gets married, you don't have to go to the wedding and you don't have to spend any money on those presents.
I can count on 2 fingers the amount of friends I have from when I was 23. I know that this feels so important right now.
23 feels like 13,
but
looking back.
Jesus Christ, I promise you, if it doesn't work out, if they decide, fuck it, I'm going to marry a Trump supporter and I don't care what you think, I promise you that it's going to hurt for a second, but bitch, you will forget about that person. I promise you will. And then you'll start a podcast with someone else and you'll talk about that person in like a funny way. Like, can you believe I cared about that person? You know what I mean? Like, all right, should we do a death?
I think we have a really good death.
Oh, no.
Okay, here we go.
Scary.
Hello, Darby and Alexis.
Hi.
I wanted to share a story from a whitewater rafting trip in West Virginia a few years ago. The week before, I was a wreck. I'm not a thrill seeker, and Deathwater Plinko, my affectionate nickname for rafting, did not help. I researched everything: the company, the weather, river levels, even the phase of the moon. Then I found a recent local news story. A woman had fallen out of a raft and drowned after being pinned under a rock in a notorious rapid.
Oh my God.
That night, I dreamt of being trapped inches below the surface, the undertow filling my lungs. Fast forward to the river. Our guide briefed us before each rapid, where to swim if we fell out, which rocks to avoid. We handled the first few just fine. Then he called out the rapid from the article. I gestured to my friends. This is it, the Dead Lady Rock. I gripped the rope, leaned in, and we made it through. We whooped. Curiosity won. I told the guide I'd read about a woman being pinned under that rock last week. His face fell. He stammered that it had happened on his tour and that he'd assisted in trying to save her. He said they eventually pulled her out, but she died at the scene. Back home, I read another article. The body wasn't recovered until 2 days after our run because the water was too high.
No! So she was under there while they were sliding over her body.
Yeah. A chill ran through me. She was still there when we had passed, and our very smelly guide had lied.
Smelly? Is that a new adjective?
I don't know. That's what he said. Anyway, I love you both and your podcast, Dan. And he put links to articles.
Oh my God.
That's
You
so
whitewater
scary.
rafted over a dead body in West Virginia. I got to be honest, West Virginia is the worst part of that sentence.
Have you ever been
great
whitewater
story.
rafting?
No.
Thank you, Dan.
I would fly out. I'm too skinny.
I love it. I want to go.
Really?
So bad. Yeah.
I'd love to watch you go down a river.
That story I always tell about how I packed 19 different outfits for a 2-day camp, but one pair of shoes, and then one of those shoes I lost in the river in the mud. It soaked it up.
How old were you?
No one knows. There's no way to find out. I'm going to say 11, 12.
19 outfits. You were 12.
I had an outfit for each meal. I was dressing for lunch. I was dressing for dinner. I was dressing for the activity.
That's a lot of old Navy
but I had
American
one
flag shirts.
red pair. Oh my God.
Was there?
So fucking true.
Yeah, of course. They'd come in different colors. They used to make flip-flops that matched.
They changed the recipe to the flip-flops.
Yeah, they did.
I'll die on that hill.
Well, thank you for that
Anyway,
story, Dan.
that
I'm
was
really
Whitewater
sorry about you. Well,
I'm glad
you
you
were
made
fine.
it, Dan. That's so cool.
Yeah, I bet she wouldn't have minded making it. You know. So let's pour one out for that drowned bitch.
Or let's just drink one because she's probably had a lot of liquid.
Oh yeah, let's actually collect liquids and get rid of them in her honor.
Everyone, go watch River Wild, the original with Meryl Streep.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to write in your story, Death Equals Lady, question, diary entry, photo collage,
Diarrhea.
IMHO the podcast at gmail.com. We will be back next week. I'm making my dress currently for the wedding, and I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited about it.
Okay, well,
It's
if
beautiful.
you want to see her dress, figure it out. All right, well, see you next week, sort of. We love you. Bye.
Bye. The P stands for pour one out.
Pour it back in, though. Okay?
Pour it back in.
She already had too much poured on her, by God.
In my homosexual opinion, IMHO.